Falcon Punch!
Mr. Falcon Punch 996, the underrated king, the recommendation master, and of course YouTube's #1 Dorohedoro fanboy, back to bring you guys another new video. And as some of you guys may or may not know, last week I went to the Dubai Comic-Con, and it was my first ever con, so it was a very fun and unique experience. And for our first con experience, it was pretty damn good. I was a bit disappointed, but that's mainly my fault because the night before, I was super hyped. I couldn't wait. It was going to be my first ever con, and most importantly, my first ever Comic-Con. And ever since I was little, when I first found out about Comic-Con, I've always wanted to go because it's like everything I like in one big, massive stadium, surrounded by people that have similar interests as mine. And that's just awesome. So I've always wanted to go to a Comic-Con. So I didn't really know what to expect, so I went online, started looking at some videos and everything, and most of these videos were for the American Comic-Con. And so I started gathering a bunch of hype and expectations for the American Comic-Con and not the Dubai one. Since the Dubai one, Dubai Comic-Con's only been around for 3 years, and it's obviously a lot smaller than the one in America, when the one in America is it's massive, it's huge, it's a big deal over there. I mean, here it's also a big deal, but not as big as a deal as it is in the US, and honestly the US could do some things that Dubai cannot do. But overall, it was just a great and fun experience, and definitely a great experience for my first ever con or Comic-Con experience. And lots of fun. Went with a couple friends, and when you go with friends, it just makes everything a lot more fun. And I saw a lot of awesome things there. There are some really great cosplayers, and I'll show you pictures of all the things I saw at the con towards the end of this video, but there were some really good cosplayers there, and I really wish I was able to stick around for the cosplay contest. Unfortunately, I bought the Friday pass, so I think that was the next day. So yeah, next year I really need to get that 3-day pass. And there was also a lot of talented artists there. Seriously, a lot of the artwork these people were posting up were just really great, and I really wanted to go buy them. Problem is, I just didn't bring the right backpack with me, since if I bought them and then put in my backpack, they'd probably get all crumpled up and everything, and that'd be a waste of money, since a lot of the artwork I liked was a bit on the expensive side. So yeah, that would be a big waste of money, and I'm not really the biggest on carrying things with my hands. I don't know why, I just don't like carrying things. If I can, I'll either just stuff it in a bag or put it in my pocket. So yeah, maybe next year I might bring a more tidier backpack, that way I could just go out and buy the art. But like I said, towards the end, you'll see all the pictures and stuff I saw at the Comic-Con, but there was some really great artwork over there. When it comes to meeting the celebrities that were supposed to attend the con, I didn't really meet that many people. I was hyped up to meet Chris Sabat, because he's one of my favorite English voice actors of all time. But unfortunately, he wasn't there that day. And on the day I was there, which was basically my only day at the con, the only person I really recognized was Seth Green. And I'm not really the biggest Seth Green person. I don't really watch a lot of his works or anything like that. And I didn't know this, but you actually have to go and pay to stand in line to get these famous celebrities' autographs. I didn't know that. I feel that that's kind of stupid. I mean, you're literally paying for just someone's signature. Really? But that's whatever. Also, I got to meet Studio Gainax, and wasn't really the special experience I was originally expecting in my head. Because when they announced Studio Gainax was coming on the website, I was expecting to meet one of the famous directors or writers who work for that studio. Instead, I met one of the Korean marketing advertisers and some director who didn't really say who he was. And basically, we just sat down in this small theater, and they were just talking over this Gurren Lagann commentary that was actually more interesting than what they had to say. And it's not what they had to say wasn't good or anything. It's just I couldn't understand what they were saying because their English really wasn't that good, and the volume of the commentary was a bit loud, so it was kind of clashing and contrasting. So it was a really weird and strange experience. And like I said, the director guy, he didn't really say who he was. And originally I was assuming, since they were showing a Gurren Lagann commentary in the background, I was just assuming, okay, maybe he worked on Gurren Lagann. But throughout the Gurren Lagann commentary they were showing, he didn't even show up once, and we didn't see the director of Gurren Lagann, and that definitely wasn't him. So I don't even know who the guy was, so that kind of sucks. But still, Comic-Con experience overall was pretty good. And before I show you guys the pictures I took, allow me to show you guys some of the things I bought. Now, I didn't buy like extreme amount of stuff like I originally planned because I didn't bring that much money, and I just thought, cause like I remember I was hearing someone saying in Comic-Con there's a lot of cheap things. I'm not sure if that's just in the American Comic-Con, because like pretty much everything is like the same price as it is at my local manga store. But you know, I did get a couple cool things. And first off, we're going to start with something I've been waiting for the longest time, and that is Saga Volume 3. Now, if you guys have been watching my Saga comic recommendation, go do that. And if you haven't read Saga, you are missing out. I don't care if you're not a comic book fan, you just gotta read Saga. It's an amazing comic. It's done by Image Comic, one of my favorite comic book companies. But yeah, I was waiting for Volume 3 because like I think this volume came out last month and like almost worldwide, but for some reason here in Dubai, we just haven't gotten this volume. Like none of the stores have this volume. So at the Comic-Con, for some reason, they just had it there. And I'm like, you know what? I gotta buy this because Saga is amazing. And next up, I got something I've been wanting to check out for the longest time, and that is none other than this comic book right here, Persepolis. Now, I originally wanted to check out the animated film for this book, but you know, while I was at Comic-Con and I went to one of the stands with the comic books, I saw this, and this was literally the first thing I saw. I just decided, you know, why not screw the movie for now and check out the original source material, and then check out the animated film once I finish it. But yeah, I'm not that far into it, but I'm really glad I got this because, you know, the whole story concept really interests me. It's about this young Persian girl who is basically raised during like the kind of like the beginning of the Islamic Revolution in Iran, and she kind of moves to France where, you know, a lot of things change. You know, obviously France is a lot different than Iran, and she kind of grows up there, you know, learns a lot about life and learns who she truly is. So it's a very beautiful story. It's also very funny. Like I've only read like I think the first chapter or issue or whatever, but it does have a really fun and unique sense of humor, and I really do like this comic, and I can't wait to finish it and read the whole thing through and then eventually check out the animated film. But yeah, Persepolis. And next up, I got some comic issues, and first off, I got Moon Knight issue 1. Heard great things about Moon Knight as a character, and I did some research online, and he seems like a really interesting character. So I saw this at the Comic-Con and decided, you know, why not pick this up and check it out. And it is a pretty good issue. Can't wait to get issue 2, which I think is already out, so I gotta go get that sometime soon. And next up, I got another issue, which is Miss Marvel issue 1, and this was pretty great. I really did enjoy this. Now, I read this at a friend's house, and I decided to go, you know, pick it up, show my support for the series, since, you know, I do like how Marvel is kind of, you know, extending their kind of like ethnical range with their characters, since, you know, Miss Marvel's not your typical ethnic for a superhero, and she is Muslim. And, you know, as a fellow Muslim myself, it does feel good to see, you know, a Muslim superhero representing, and it's pretty good. The comedy is pretty good too. I mean, the main character, she makes Avenger fan fiction, so I found that pretty funny, but I can't wait to pick up issue 2 and see more for this character as well. And next up, the last couple things I got are some freebies I got, and they're Kuroko no Basket related, and I haven't checked out the series yet, but they're kind of like these, I guess like bag keychain kind of things, but like they kind of have the jersey for the characters and like kind of these back things on it. But yeah, see, again, I don't know that much about Kuroko no Basket, so I don't know exactly. Like, I think they have like, see, it's like Gawkin and Siren, but you know, I'll check out the series eventually, so I'll know more about this, so I can, you know, fully appreciate these things. But yeah, that's basically everything I got at the con, and now I'm just gonna have this like cool little slideshow showing you guys what I saw at the Comic-Con. Alright, and now it's time to wrap up this video. As always, I am Mr.FalconPunch 996. Like, comment, subscribe, and if you haven't done any of that yet, you will be Falcon Punch in the face, so you better do it. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.